From the Crush Studio in sunny Florida, this is the Disney Crush Podcast. And now your two tempests in a teacup, Dave and Tony Ann.
On this week's The Disney Crush Podcast, today is the first day that Josh D'Amaro is officially the CEO of the Walt Disney Company. We are going to have two special guests, Chris Futrell and Karen Daves, are going to talk to us about what they would do if they could sit in Josh's chair for one day. Episode 435 of the Disney Crush Podcast starts right now. I had the idea that we should be the CEO for one day, and in that one day, we are allowed to green light anything we want. So, with that said, we had a couple of different areas that we thought we could improve Disney. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to green light a new attraction. So, Karen, what is your new attraction if you have carte blanche?
The sad part is I want an attraction that already exists, just not here. I want an attraction from Disneyland. It's the Storybook Land canal boats. And where I think it would be really cool to do it is on the waterway around the castle. And it's all these miniatures. And I don't know if you guys know, if you've been at land to see it, it's all the miniatures of all of the stories.
Right.
But they're all miniaturized and they have the music when you go there and it's amazing. And then they talk you through it as you're going around. So you go on the boat and you're going all around by the castle and you're having that ride here. That's what I want.
And back in the 70s, they had boats on that water.
Mm-hmm. The swan boats.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we could do it.
So it can accommodate boats.
Okay.
And then while you're at the park, you could actually see these little miniature stories while you're in the park as well.
Nice. Nice. Chris, what's your idea?
So I didn't really go with a traditional attraction.
Okay.
Mine's not a roller coaster or anything like that. I want the elephant in the room.
Okay.
I want a drone show at Animal Kingdom for a nighttime spectacular.
Okay.
There is absolutely zero reason that has not happened yet. I understand they can't do fireworks at Animal Kingdom because of the animals. They go to bed, plus all the debris that rains down. Yeah. You don't want that for animals. I understand. But that Anandapur Theater is perfect for a drone show. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was almost tailor-made for it.
Yeah.
God knows it's got to be better than Kite Tales. Or even Rivers of Light. I know. Here comes Dave. Here comes Dave.
Dave loves.
I love that show. I love that show.
I know you do. You loved the chaos of watching Baloo crash into people. That's you didn't love the show.
That's true, Chris. It never disappointed. It never disappointed.
I've kind of got this mapped out.
Okay.
Okay. I want to call it Wings of the World, a celebration of life. And basically it's going to start with the lagoon going dark. And then all the drones coming up like fireflies while like jungle noises play and all that. Mm-hmm. And they come up and then they form the tree of life. And then every transition into a new thing gets like a bird transition. Like they come on wings and they swoop in and they make a new transition. And I think they can use like Rivers of Light used to have like the water projections and they didn't really work that well because if the wind was blowing and all that, but if you keep the projections very low on the ground, you can make rivers in the lagoon. And you could have like lions walking up to the river or giraffes, or you could do so many things with it and just transition from here to there until you get to the end and you show that like, make it a theme of conservation. And like we are trying to save, the wilderness basically. And I just think it would be a fantastic addition. Plus, it would allow them to keep Animal Kingdom open later than 4:30 or whatever they do.
Thank you. Finally. Thank you,
That
Josh.
was very
That
impressive.
was very good, Chris. Did you think of one, Dave?
I did.
Go ahead.
You know,
What's wrong?
I'm kind of like you. I love Coco.
I know.
Okay, so I think they need to do a Coco boat ride, like the land of the dead to the land of the dead. You know, a little boat ride, little dark ride, and you could call it even the river of the dead.
Oh, that sounds creepy.
I know. And you know how you're going through Navi River journey,
Mhm.
and you're in the ride, and you kind of go through, and then you hear faintly the shaman, and then it gets louder, then it gets louder, then there's the shaman. Well, it would kind of be like that. So you go through, and of course, you see all the characters through the ride, and then when you come around a corner, you start hearing some music, and then what is that music? And as you get closer and closer, everybody's there. Everybody's there. And there's a big concert, and you get to float through the concert while they're having this huge concert with everybody singing and all the bands playing. And it ends with that big concert.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
I've got one day, but I'm going to make it happen.
Okay. Mine is like so obvious that I can't believe they haven't already done it. It's the inside out emotional roller coaster. So you're going to have fun with whimsy, and that'll be the joy section. And then the most thrilling parts of the ride will be fear and anger. And then there'll be a funny disgust part with gross smells and gross looking kids picking their nose. I don't know. And then at the end, when the ride is ending, it'll be sadness because the ride is ending, but it's the inside out emotional roller coaster.
I like that. That's a good one, Tony.
I like that too. I think the end of it should just end in Space Mountain. That would make it sad.
That would be sad.
I mean, that would be. Sorry, I just got through listening to your last week's episode, and yes, I completely agree with all points about Space Mountain. So yeah.
If it wasn't inside a building, it would have been knocked down by now. All right, Dave, what's the next one?
We're looking for a new restaurant. Karen?
Why do I have to go first
Yeah,
every
let
time?
Chris go first this time.
Okay, Chris, then. Okay, be that way. I was just letting ladies go first. I'm just trying to be polite.
All right, this one is the one I'm the most excited about
Okay.
because this one is going to be in the new Villains Land.
Oh.
And, they've already got this scheduled, opening in 2027, 2028. There's rumors out there about a pull the lever Kronk. It's going to be Kronk's Kitchen.
Yes.
Because he already owns a diner in the end of Emperor's New Groove. So why not? So it'll serve like spinach puffs. Here's the thing though. I want to make it two separate dining areas.
Okay.
One, Kronk trying to do the wholesome thing, make wholesome food, and then the other is Yzma trying to cater to all the visiting villains. And on her side, there'll be portraits of like villains shaking her hand, like taking pictures at the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, like Brown Derby kind of, but...
Yeah, all in green and purple colors. While on Kronk's side, it's all warm wood and it's spinach puffs and it's like little squirrel sculptures everywhere. And overhead on the speakers, you'll hear Kronk's little like shoulder angel and shoulder demon like speaking in voices at different times. But it can be a character meal because you can have visiting villains, whether it be Dr. Facilier, Hook, whoever, and they each have their own signature dish. Like, this is a dish that I approve of. This is my favorite. But then you have the just regular favorites like Yzma will have obviously a poison flight, which would be dipping sauces for the chicken. Just whatever it may be, but a dual-sided character meal, Kronk's Kitchen.
I love it.
That's very different. I like that. I think it would go over good. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, we know who listens, so maybe it'll happen.
I love it. Well, when we were thinking before about the attractions, I was thinking about Emperor's New Groove too, because the obvious thing that they've never done is renovate one of those water parks into Cuscotopia, which is from the movie. Cusco was going to make a water park, so they should just make it at Disney. Replace Typhoon Lagoon or something with Cuscotopia. Yeah. That movie is so underappreciated by Disney.
Agreed.
And Dave still hasn't seen it.
I'm not a big movie guy.
Yeah, we heard. Do you want to hear my restaurant, Dave?
Oh, if we have to, go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. In Hollywood Studios, I want like a 1940s, 1950s style automat. Do you know what an automat is, Dave?
An automat?
Yes. It was a restaurant in the city where it was like a vending machine, but there were actually cooks the behind the glass, and you would pick out if you wanted a piece of apple pie, you'd open the door and get a piece of apple pie. It was all fresh food. There was people behind these little doors, little glass doors that had food. You've never seen an automat? Really?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
They were big. My mother always talked about the automat in New York that she would go to when she was a girl, that they'd go to the automat.
I don't know. I grew up in California. I don't remember ever seeing one of those.
And the thing that I think is the reason I think people will like it is it's better than a buffet because all the food is behind a little door. So the germ situation is, it's not like going
The
up
only people
police guard.
the only people sneezing on it is the cook.
Right, exactly. So, just like any other restaurant, right?
Right.
The way that it would work was when you got to your table, your server would give you a card and like a an RFID card. And so when you go to say you pick the chicken soup, you tap it and that opens the door, and you want the apple pie, you tap it opens the door. And then when you go to leave, they just run everything that you got out of the machine, and that's how you pay for it. So, or you could use your magic band. But
Don't they have those automats in like Japan and stuff?
yes, they do.
Yes.
They do.
Okay, that's
But they
fine.
were
That's
very
fine.
popular in America in the 40s and 50s.
Okay.
So they
Yes,
would
I know what you're talking about now. I've seen them in.
Okay. So that's what it
Not
is.
that I've been to Japan, but I've seen it on TV.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but they could theme it, maybe make it Wally's on it. I don't know. They could theme it, or they could just make it 40s and 50s to fit in with the Hollywood Studios theme.
No, it's perfect. 40s and yes, I love that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant, Tony.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You mean to fit in with 1/3 of Hollywood
Yes,
Studios,
yes,
but
exactly.
sorry, you struck on a sore spot there for me.
Yes,
It was
exactly.
like the park with no identity. Yeah,
Right.
that one.
Right.
Absolutely. Well, that little corner, Chris, that one little corner. That's all.
Yeah. Sunset Boulevard.
I just thought for germaphobes like you, it would be better than having a buffet with little kids putting their hands in everything.
Oh, no, I'm all about it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, that's
I
a
think
really
it's
good
great.
idea. Mine is very unimpressive compared to that. So
Why?
yeah.
What? Tell us, Karen. What's your restaurant?
We'll decide if it's unimpressive or not. You just give it to us. Come on.
I would like a Greek restaurant.
Nice. Yes, I appreciate that too. I love Greek food.
They need something like that.
Yes. And it wouldn't have to be in Epcot.
Right.
It could actually be at Disney Springs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of different, ethnic foods there already. So it would actually be another addition for that. Because they have Acropolis here. So
Yeah.
what would they have there?
Yeah.
And then you guys have, what is it? Tarpon Springs.
Yeah, Tarpon Springs. Yeah, in Florida, there's a lot of good Greek food. There's a lot of little Greek pockets with Greek people, and so we can find good Greek food if we really looked. So
Just because it's because there's so many different parts on it. It could be very, very, I guess, gluten friendly.
Yeah.
It could also be vegan friendly. So,
right,
it would
and
cover all of
if
that.
they wanted to tie in IP, they could use Hercules, but there's that too. I think a nice Greek restaurant it would be welcome at Disney. Dave, tell me you've got a carnivore restaurant.
No, not necessarily. But I do have one. I have a villains restaurant because, the villains land's coming. So we got to put a villains restaurant in there somewhere, right? In that little corner of that place that has no identity. But yeah, let's call it the Poison Apple Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's going to be like a goth castle. It's going to, of course, have villains music. And then it's going to be kind of like a character meal in a way, because what's going to happen is you'll have like Maleficent or Ursula or Cruella de Vil make surprise visits. You won't know which one's going to come, It could be any one of them at any time. And then, so it'll be a surprise. And that's the lure of it. You don't know who's going to be there this time, right? And they're going to have stuff like fire roasted steaks, dark chocolate lava cakes, poison apple desserts.
I like that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. You
Yes.
and Chris could get together on that
Very nice.
with the villain
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It'll be, and of course, it'll be hosted by the, spooky villains as you come in. Karen will love it.
Yes, I will.
All right, Dave, it's your turn to go first.
Oh, really?
So
Okay,
tell
where
us
are we?
about a new resort. If you're Josh for the day and you're greenlighting a new resort.
Okay, well, you know how much I love Wilderness Lodge.
Yes.
Okay, well, staying with that kind of theme in a way,
Mm-hmm.
I want another resort close by, and it's going to be called. Wait, first off, you know how hot it is in Florida, right?
Yeah.
We have maybe 3 months, maybe that are nice weather here.
Mhm.
So the majority of the weather is just hot.
Right.
But that leads to, there's a couple months there, except for those crazy people up north that go swimming when it's 30 degrees outside.
Mhm.
There's a period there where you can't go swimming
Right.
because it's just too cold.
Right.
So I want to get people out of the heat. So I want a resort, and it's going to be called the Disney Snowcap Lodge. The Disney Snowcap Lodge. Okay, it's going to be an indoor ski resort.
Okay.
And it's going to be kind of like Big Bear in California, Aspen, Colorado-ish, Deer Valley from Utah, just encompass all that. So you can have tubing, snowboarding, skiing, and it's going to be cold all the time. So even when you walk in the lodge, it's going to be cold. I want it cold all the time
Yeah.
to get out of that heat. No one's going to want to leave. They're going to want to stay there. And so instead of a pool, you just have that indoor ski resort. It's going to be wonderful.
Okay. We could have hot tubs, right, Dave?
Well, of course, there's always a hot tub in a ski resort.
Exactly.
There's going to be little taverns in there where little bars, and it's going to be wonderful. Big fireplace, so when you get really cold, you can go to the fireplace. You can put your socks up like someone like Kevin Curtis Allen does,
Yes.
and put them, and then hang them up there and dry them off.
Very
It's going to
good.
be great.
Very good.
Yeah. The only problem I see with this is that if you do something like that, they might not want to go to the parks. They might want to just stay there all day.
Mm-hmm.
And since I'm Josh, I want them spending money. So
All right.
I think there has to be a time limit on this ski resort place.
Okay.
You take a ticket. You only have so long, and then you got to get the heck out of here.
Okay.
Go
Oh.
to the parks. Go. Sweat and die in the heat, and then when you're done and you're almost exhausted from the heat, come back to the
There you
snow-capped mountain
There you
and
go.
have some nice cold weather in Florida in the swamp.
Karen, what's your new resort going to be like?
I was struggling with this one. Okay. So the one thing I think is kind of, in my perspective, is California has some very interesting areas
Mhm.
for residency. So I was thinking something kind of along the, coastal part of California.
Yeah.
I guess I know it has a specific name, but just has kind of that, that ambiance associated with it.
Right.
Then, so it just has this appealing that it's nothing like we have here in Florida. So it kind of bridges the two locations together in a way.
Cool.
And you kind of brings California to Florida. It's kind of, and it just makes you feel, rich and famous and, very classy, and without having a certain, without having the, you're at the Contemporary, you're at the Grand Flow. It just is something completely different that we don't have here. And I just thought it would intrigue people to want to stay there. And it has that upper class atmosphere associated with it.
So I would feel totally out of place.
Yeah, you could call the road coming up to it Rodeo Drive.
Right. And then it just has that, sense of class associated with it. Not that, people like me would go stay there, but, but it just kind of gives you that, ooh, look what I'm coming up to, And, the first time I went up to Grand Floridian, I felt that same way. So I think it would just give a different feel here in Florida that you really don't see.
Yeah. You know what my favorite game to play at the Four Seasons is? Because right across from when you go to Ravello, there's there's gift shops right before you get on the elevator to go down. And my favorite game to play is How Much Do You Think This Is? And it's like a little child's onesie and they're like $400. I love to play that game. How much do you think it is?
So it's basically like Beverly Hills Club 33.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, even the type of furniture is different. It's so glass and very, not futuristic, but very artistic-y, and it just has such a different feel to it. And you walk in, you're like, this is pretty cool. I don't want to touch anything, but it's really cool looking. Because I don't know how much it costs, and I'm terrified.
Chris, you got a resort idea?
Mine's going to be a moderate resort
Okay.
because I feel like it's been a long time since Disney has added a moderate resort.
It has been.
They've added values, they've added deluxe, but here's what it's going to be called: Disney's Abyssal Reef Resort. Not abysmal, abyssal. So it's going to be a moderate resort, and it's going to be between Caribbean Beach and Hollywood Studios. So it's going to be on the Skyliner line.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be inspired by both Finding Nemo and Atlantis, The Lost Empire. So when you first get to the resort, it's Finding Nemo. It's colorful coral, it's the character projections on the ceiling, all that stuff. But the deeper you get into the resort, the more you go underwater. And you're going to be diving down deep until, like, they have a scavenger hunt that's like, find the clues that lead you to Atlantis, the lost city.
Yeah.
The pool is going to be like the ruins of Atlantis with the huge pillars and a
Nice.
slide coming out of the temple. And just very, not nautical, not yacht and beach club kind of nautical, but underwater, like an aquarium almost.
Cool.
I think that the table service restaurant would be like the Great Hall of Atlantis with, like, the big pillars, the blue crystals illuminating the whole place. And then but the food court, which is closer to the lobby, would be more Finding Nemo themed with a bunch of marine wildlife and different stuff like that. And at night, it would have a lot of bioluminescence, kind of like Pandora does. Yeah.
So I always knew me and Chris were on the same wavelength because mine is Disney Oceania Resort, which is a deluxe resort, but it's a high-end deluxe resort, and the centerpiece is a cylindrical floor-to-ceiling saltwater aquarium, and it's going to have high-end signature seafood restaurant in there, and it'll be ocean theming throughout. But it's really funny that Chris said not nautical, because I was saying the same thing about my hotel, that it's not going to be nautical, it's going to be ocean. So there'll be a lot of blues and all that. So
great minds.
Yes,
and all that.
I guess so. So they need to do this ocean one way or the other. But I think Chris sounds better. So.
No, they both sound terrible because they're not cold. You need cold.
Okay, we need the ski resort.
You need cold in Florida. We need something cold in Florida.
Do you know when I was thinking of ideas, one of my other ideas was a tundra resort, and one of my other ideas was a Grecian resort, and Karen had the Greek restaurant, and you had we all think alike, I think is what we're saying. Or we've run out of ideas. Disney's run.
We can combine them all and make a whole new thing. Yeah. Mix them all together like a big salad.
My big fat Greek aquarium.
On ice.
On ice.
That's a good one.
Everybody likes new things. What kind of a new
Dave,
rule?
You're talking to Disney fans. Nobody likes new things. What are you talking about?
We want like we're looking for like a new park rule or a new policy. We want your ideas on maybe what you would do in that scenario. Tony, you go.
I've always said that there should be a junior price level for like the dining plan. Kids 10 to 20 pay the same price as an adult who drinks alcohol. And I think that kids 10 to 20 should have a junior rate because they're not getting alcohol on the dining plan, at the fireworks dessert parties, at some of these all-inclusive meals and experiences. So I feel like there should be a different price. And I know people are going to say, but I don't drink, so I shouldn't have to pay. But they legally cannot drink. So I don't think it's right to charge the same for somebody who can't legally drink as they do for somebody who can on these, all-inclusive meal plans or dining experiences.
I think that's a great idea.
That's very good. It's a very good one.
They won't do it though. They love getting the full price. But I'm the CEO for a day, and I am doing it.
You are green lighting this.
Let me tell you though, I watched a YouTube video of a couple that I watched that they do a lot of park content, but they also do a lot of cruise content. But they just recently did a European cruise on the Disney Cruise Line. Or no, it wasn't. It was on Royal Caribbean. It was a European cruise, but because the drinking age was lowered, they're 20-year-old because everyone in the room has to get the drinking package if one person gets it. Their 20-year-old, who is not legal to drink in the U.S., had to also get the drink package. That's crazy. Anyway, that's just an aside.
I have more than one.
Okay.
Can I do more than one?
Yes.
You're Josh. You can do whatever you want, man.
Yes.
You're the CEO. CEOs do whatever they want, Karen. Come on.
All right. I had some assistance on this, just to let you know. We have at least 3. First one, dedicated scooter lanes. Like, you know how they put tape down for the fireworks? They need to stay in those dang lanes.
I kind of like that. Yeah. I'm always getting run over by them things.
You don't like getting ran over?
Mm-mm.
Well, what about stroller lanes then?
I think we could probably put them in the same lane.
Okay.
I mean, realistically, we can't. Most of them can't drive either.
When I do in the park now that I've been there enough times, you learn little things in the parks. I just find someone who has a double stroller and I get behind them and walk behind them because it's like a plow. They're just going through and they're not moving for nobody. And I know that I'm going to go right behind them. So anyway, okay. Sorry, I digress. Go ahead. And it saves my heels if I'm in front. So I got to stay behind them anyway.
There you go. So that's number 1. Number 2, ban children on people's shoulders for fireworks and shows.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That should be a rule anyway.
Plain and simple. Cannot do it in any way. Make them take the kid down. If they don't, take them out of the park.
Okay.
There's been so many times I've been standing there found a perfect spot, and then the guy picks the kid up, puts it right on the shoulder, and I can't see anything.
And the dad's probably filming it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With his iPad.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't mean to interrupt, but I saw a great hack the other day that if it is a crowded day at Magic Kingdom and you're really wanting a good spot on Main Street for the fireworks, go stand directly behind the balloon lady or balloon guy, because right before fireworks, they have to get off of Main Street. So all of a sudden, that spot everyone thought, well, I can't see anything because of the balloons, opens up. And now you've got the perfect spot. I was like, my mind is blown. I never realized that. But yeah, they have to be inside before the fireworks start.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's a good hack.
All right. I got one more.
Okay.
Do an annual pass holder bundle for lightning lanes.
Yes, I agree with that.
Either for the day or for a month, because annual pass holders are going to go frequently.
Mm-hmm.
So make it a package deal that you get a reduced bundle because you're an annual pass holder.
Love that.
And it only lets you do it online. Obviously it's only on the app. It will only let you do it as an annual pass holder, and it's a reduced price as a
I
bundle.
like that.
And it
Very
gives you the options
I
of
like it.
for your trip or for the month, kind of like how they do with the pictures, photo pass.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing.
Make it happen.
So I got help on a couple of those.
Okay, that's all right.
I like the bundle. I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
Chris, what say you?
I say a Disney After Dark, adults only after hours party,
Yes.
3 to 4 times a month at a select park from like 10 o'clock till 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And during this time, you'll have like special eats, extended cocktail offerings, just different things, capped attendance, of course, special entertainment, and maybe some exclusive merch. But anything you get exclusive merch, Disney's going to make money off of. If they market something separately, you're going to make money off of it. But I just think it would be an absolute brilliant thing, especially for Disney adults.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, Chris. Now, I have to be honest, that was one of mine, and I took it away because I'm always complaining about the kids. So I thought, well, I can't keep complaining about these kids every podcast. So I'm going to just scratch that one.
Yeah, they had a Villains After Hours party. And it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And there were not as many kids. So it has that same thing. And those were very good events.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Good
think those would go
idea.
really good.
That would go really well.
And it would keep the babysitters busy too. They'd give the babysitters more work. Keeps everybody happy.
There you go. What's your policy, David?
I don't have a bundle, but I think, the Genie Plus and all that, okay, it's fine. And the Lightning Lanes, but it's getting so pricey. It's just getting so out of hand.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be difficult for people. And what got me thinking about this is, Tony, and we were talking about, I think it was on a recent podcast, and we were talking about how when people come from somewhere out of state and maybe it's their first time there, and a new ride opens up and they get there and then they can't ride it because it's broke down or it's on these crazy.
I think my point was the VQ. They didn't know they had to do the VQ.
They miss out. Like this was their once in a lifetime trip and now they're not going to be able to do this ride. So I think what they need to do, and I'm going to make it happen because I'm Josh for the day, or CEO for the day, is every single person that comes through that park gets one free Lightning Lane per guest a day. Okay. And then that way they get a little taste. They maybe get on their favorite ride. And it's kind of like, you give them a little something and then it makes them happy and they're instantly happy. They've got that ride. And you know what? They might say, you know what? Maybe I will go get the Genie Plus now. Maybe I will get a Lightning Lane because I've already got my favorite ride, but I want to ride some other stuff. So it's a win-win. Okay. Josh wins, Mickey wins, everybody wins. The guests win, everybody wins.
You give them a taste and they want more. It's like Cole's Cash.
Yes. You got the happy crowd. Everybody's happy.
No, I think that's a great idea just because there are so many locals I know that they're like, oh man, I haven't ridden Slinky in 2 years. I'm not willing to wait in that line and I can't get Lightning Lanes for it because they're sold out.
Right. Right. I did have one more that I feel like annual pass holders should be able to get discounted day tickets for guests because we're going to bring the guests and we're going to show them how much we love the parks through our eyes. And those people by the end of the trip are probably going to become annual pass holders too. So I just feel like we should be, even if they want to put a limit on how many of these discounted tickets you could get a year, we should be able to get a percentage off day tickets to bring people.
I love that.
That's a win-win for everybody. Everybody wins. Yeah.
I have a little bit of a bonus one too.
Okay.
Monthly ticket pricing for APs for out of state only if you are able to pass certain criteria. Like if you're able to pass certain tests, like if they say, name every retail location at Disney Springs by heart, I can do that. So they should know, hey, this guy is not going to go back on his annual pass. He's going to be here several times a year. We already know that because he knows what he's doing. You have to pass certain criteria, but man, us having to fork out $1,600
That's a
for
tough
a
one.
year, that all at once, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah.
It's why I'm not an AP right now.
Right. It's a lot.
Yeah. We just
Mhm.
talked about that recently. We know why they're doing it, but it's tough, for out-of-staters.
Yeah. And the test wouldn't have to be that hard.
No, it wouldn't have to be like the example I gave, although I've got a touch of the tism, so I can actually do what I just said I could do.
No, I
can name
can too.
all
Yeah.
96 retail locations at Disney Springs, because it's how I work on my memory. I just do
Mhm.
things like that to, so.
I'll lose. I won't get it.
All right, Chris. You are going to be able to green light a Disney sequel or prequel. What are you going to make? What movie are you making?
I have zero details with this
Okay.
because I don't feel like it needs any.
Okay.
As soon as you hear it, you're going to be like, yes, we all need to see that. I need an Edna Mode origin story.
Yes.
Period. I want to know why she is the way she is. I want to know. I want to see her original story.
That's amazing. All right. Dave, who doesn't watch movies, what's your prequel or sequel?
No, I don't have one because I don't watch movies. but
Oh.
Some people are probably tired of it, but I just want a new Pirates movie. That's all.
Okay.
Just give me another pirate movie. And I know that there's a problem with Johnny Depp, so somebody else could come in, but I think he needs to have a cameo.
Yeah.
If they just let him slide into a
Jack Sparrow
cameo,
has to show up at some point.
just let him show up with maybe Barbossa. He could even be a villain because he ended up being his friend.
Mhm.
He became his partner there. But and then you have cameos from like Moana or maybe Ariel, and even maybe Olaf. Just sprinkling all kind of
Olaf
people. Just
in the Pirates movie.
Yes, just Olaf is great anywhere. Come on,
Okay.
you know that.
How great would it be instead of Johnny Depp making a cameo if it was Amber Heard instead?
Oh.
Just popping in all of a sudden. It'd be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would be great.
You guys
That
are
would be great.
You guys are weirdos.
Yeah. It could be anybody, an actor, but just give him that. Just give Johnny just a cameo, even if he just walked behind somewhere and just did the whole.
Okay, people can't hear you on the radio. Dave is doing the Captain Jack Sparrow swagger.
Yes.
Yes,
Swagger while he sits.
Yes, yes.
Me who does
okay.
not watch movies. Yes.
Yes. Karen, have you got a sequel or prequel?
Mine's a prequel. I like to know Hades' backstory.
Okay.
I like Hades. And his, and Pain and Panic, how that whole thing happened. Because James Woods is so good as Hades.
Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm.
Having him, the backstory on that, I think would be very entertaining.
Very cool.
And obviously, he would touch on a lot of different areas, so he wouldn't be the only one in there.
Okay. Maybe we find out Zeus is the bad guy, kind of like Daniel Russo in Karate Kid. Daniel was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Maybe Zeus was the bad guy.
Exactly.
If you know your Greek mythology, you already know Zeus is the bad guy.
Yes.
He was always the bad guy.
But I think it would give interesting perspective on it. So
Nice.
I don't know.
Nice.
I've always
I like it.
I like Hades.
I do too. It was funny. That's
Yeah.
a good movie. I
He's
think it's
under-
another
he's underrated.
that, like Emperor's New Groove, is an underappreciated movie. I love that movie. That's one of my favorites. All right, Dave, you ready for my prequel? See, we all went with prequels. That's funny. Except, yeah. Ready for my
Except for
prequel?
me.
I want a Santa Claus prequel. I want to know about the guy who fell off the roof. Because elves were not even fazed that this guy was gone. They were like, all right, we got a new Santa. And so was this guy mean to the elves? I don't know. What happened to his wife? Because in Santa Claus 2, we learned you had to bring a wife to the North Pole, right? So what happened to his wife? Did she poof away too? Is she in the back making cookies? Did she get sold to Jack Frost? I don't know. What happened to her?
How hysterical would it be if the old Santa was Billy Bob Thornton.
That would be
And
awesome.
was
Bad
Bad
Santa.
Santa.
Bad
Yeah.
Santa. I just think that I want to know about the guy that fell off the roof.
Absolutely. That's fantastic.
Because the elves were not, they were like, screw that guy. We got a new Santa.
Did he fall off the roof? Did you put on the suit? Well, congratulations.
That's right.
You're the new Santa.
You're the new Santa. So, yep. And on that note,
You guys did good on that one. I should have done a little work and just not poo-pooed and just did a pirate. That was weird.
you're all right. We expect nothing less from the guy who doesn't like movies.
Yeah, you don't watch movies.
I just want to talk about pirates. I just want to talk about Johnny Depp. So
Okay.
that's all.
Okay. David?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Are we done? I guess we're done, aren't we? Oh, that just went so quick. I mean, I'm not ready to be done. So what we're going to do here before we go, guys, is I know I'm springing this on you, but we're going to do a rapid fire.
Oh.
And do a rapid fire.
All
and
right.
I think I'm going to start with Tony Ann.
Oh, no.
Okay, Tony Ann, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this will give the other two a time to kind of think about things. I
Okay.
think, maybe.
So we're being
Kinda
fair to our
unfair.
guests. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should mute them or something. I don't know. Okay.
It's all right.
All right, Tony Ann,
Okay.
one ride you'd close tomorrow.
One ride I'd close tomorrow. Space Mountain. Duh.
Oh, I know. I thought it took you so long. One park you'd expand.
Animal Kingdom. It's really sad right now. It's really sad right now, the way Animal Kingdom is. There's like 3 rides. It's really
I know.
pathetic.
I know. And they're going to put in Tropical America. I mean, really, come on. Why don't they just put in like another snow-capped mountain there or something or whatever, something cold?
They could
Oh,
do
I
that
mean,
with like a penguin enclosure and
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, we're in a swamp. Do we have to really keep on beating that
being hot.
swamp? Come
Yeah.
on. I mean,
Okay.
whatever. Okay. This is supposed to be rapid fire. One movie that deserves a land.
Ooh. I'd say Coco and go with the whole the dead thing.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah,
Okay.
the land of the dead.
And the last one is one snack you'd make free because, well, Tony Ann, you're Josh, you're the CEO.
A snack that I'd make free. That one's tough. Probably popcorn would be easy because it wouldn't be expensive for them to make that
Can it
free.
be maple popcorn, Tony Ann? Can it be
Okay,
maple?
yes, maple popcorn, Dave.
Okay,
No,
thank
but
you.
popcorn is free. So, I mean, it's cheap. So they probably don't pay for popcorn anyway, the way they don't pay for soft drinks.
Yeah, how many times we have to stand in line when I'm with Veronica when we go to the park? At least 4 times.
Yeah.
Get in line, get a buck, turn around, get back in line. Get them, go back. Oh, yeah. We fill up bags, just bags to take home.
All right.
Okay, Chris, are you ready for the
Do
rapid
it.
fire?
Sure.
Okay, one ride you'd close tomorrow, Chris.
Tomorrowland Speedway.
Oh, duh.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that one. One park you'd expand.
Epcot. We want more pavilions.
Okay.
Greece, Brazil, Australia. Doesn't matter. There's room for them. Let's do it.
Chris, I like it. One movie that deserves a land.
Peter Pan.
Oh,
I want
Neverland. Neverland. Yeah.
And one snack you'd make free because you are the CEO.
The turkey leg. It's criminal to be charging for that nastiness.
That's true. I like that spin. I like that. All right, Karen, let's do this. Take us out of here. One
Okay.
ride you'd close tomorrow.
Mission Space.
Oh, yeah.
I got some bad memories on that one. One park you'd expand.
All of them.
Oh, she's good.
No, I'm being serious.
Okay. One movie that deserves a land.
That's tough. Tangled, Rapunzel,
Oh, nice.
like a fantasy has out in Tokyo.
Yeah, it's not fair that she only gets a bathroom. That's not
It's
cool.
true.
No, it's not fair at all.
It's true.
It is a nice bathroom, though. I have to
Yeah.
give it like
It
a nice
is a
light
nice
out
bathroom.
there.
It's a nice
Nicely
bathroom,
walled.
but it's a bathroom.
I know. Yeah, something. At least there's something. One snack
And,
you'd
and
make
it's
free.
got longer lines than the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, it does.
It's true. It is true. Okay, one snack you'd make free because you're the CEO, Karen.
There's the little oranges.
Like cuties?
Yeah.
You'd give out cuties? Okay. That's refreshing
Florida.
in the heat
That
of
is,
Florida.
that's Florida-like. That is Florida.
That's awesome.
That's Florida-like. All right. Thank you guys for that rapid fire. We have never done a rapid fire, so I just want to do a rapid fire this time. This is something new.
I want to thank our guests, Chris and Karen. Have either of you guys got some side gigs you want to tell us about, or any podcasts you want to tell us about, or anything? Chris?
You act like you know we're both podcasters. Yeah, absolutely. Tune in to the Prime Marriage Podcast. It drops every Tuesday, anywhere you find podcasts.
Yes, it's featuring Chris and his lovely wife, Brandy. Karen?
Scott and I host the Make You File podcast, obviously where you find your podcasts. Then also, I'm a partner in a travel agency called Royal Escapes Travel Co. With Mindy Malinowski, and we have several other agents with us as well. But that is our agency. And then I also do, like personal shopping stuff and things like that. So, but yeah, so I got a lot of gigs going.
So where could people find you if they want to book a vacation, Karen?
Royal Escapes Travel Co. Or you can just do Karen at Royal Escapes Karen at gmail.com. That's me. That comes to me directly.
Thank you guys so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
It was great.
Oh,
It really was.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. It was fun.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much to our guests, and we will see you next week on the Disney Crush. Bye.
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 I think that's it. All right.
Barking truth has spoken.
Put a check on that. Can you do that, Dave? Can you put a check on that one?